welcome everybody. This is Case of the Mondays. I'm your host Jeff, and this is Jeff's Junction. On Case of the Mondays, we take a look at music that, well, for lack of better words, will get your butt out of bed and get you off to work. Now, I always say, if you're already at work and you're dreading life, you turn on Case of the Mondays on my show, and it's just going to get you through that tough time for a few minutes. Our goal is just to put a smile on your face. Well, my goal is to get your heart racing and to make you want to break things. Don't break things. I don't condone breaking things. Although, there are those war rooms, or what do they call those things, where you go and destroy things to let off some steam? I've never tried that. I just break things at my house and then go buy new ones and then curse at myself for having to spend extra money on things that I shouldn't have had to do. But I digress. Here we are. Case of the Mondays. Get you through those Monday blues. And why not throw a little bit of the warning? We had, sure I had more than 2 suggestions for this song, but so far I've noticed Squireman123 and Conrad98GTP had suggested, hey, hell you call a dream. Hey, hell you call a dream. And I want more of the warning, and I've been told that the warning is perfect for Case of the Mondays, so let's just get right into it and let's see for ourselves. Hold on. I wasn't ready for that. Excuse me. I was not ready for that. I'm going to try this one more time here. That is sick. That sound right there is what I live for. That guitar and drum. It's like a power chord or something. I don't know. But it's right what I'm looking for when it comes to rock and roll. It sounds like a warning. Anyway. Oh yeah, man!
I've been invaded by the need to stay inside this cage. Day after day I'm hurting, but I choose to stay this way. Running out of things to say. It's an normal to love what we hate, treating me out just the same. I'm in too deep, give me something to believe. And it's how you call a dream. Colliding every time. The chaos drives me wild like an animal. Just wanna breathe. And it's how you call a dream. My vision's blurry as the pain keeps crawling
good.
up my skin. The pressure's building and I'm on the verge of caving in. Ready enough for the kill. If this can't bring me to life, then what will? Suffering just for the thrill. I'm in too deep. Give me something to believe. And it's how you call a dream. Colliding every time. The chaos drives me wild like an animal. Just wanna breathe. And it's how you call a dream. Eyes are always open in the dark. I've been underwater right from the start. Rope is wearing thin, can't take it anymore.
Oh my god. Okay. 2 things. The drums in this, I don't know. It's every song. Pow in the drums, I love her style. It's like it's like I said it before. When you're drumming off on the second beat or whatever, you hear the drums. I think that's so important. Okay? She's obviously staying within rhythm, staying on beat, but she is she's allowing us to hear her, which is great. The effects on the bass, that was cool. Oftentimes, I don't know about you guys, but my ears just don't pick up some certain frequencies of bass, and I often like the bass. I'm like, is it even there? And I'll be honest with you, I played bass when I was in high school in the band. They needed a bass player. I was DJing a radio station at the time, and my partner was like, hey, you should be a bass player in our band. And I was like, I don't know how to play bass. He goes, it's fine. It's fine. You just strum it on beat and, throw in a little bit of extra. And I was like, okay, yeah, I'll give it a try. And like, I had a hard time hearing it, but I enjoyed it. It was fun. We had a lot of fun times. Did some trips, did some concerts. It was great. And the singing. The singing is like, I'm hearing it. The whole package, okay? Let me tell you something about the whole package of this song. Hell You Call a Dream? Let me tell you something. I don't know, man. Is it my favorite song? Does this happen to you guys? Do you like play a new song by these girls, and then you're like, oh, I think I just found my new favorite? Because the last one I did, which was that Spanish one, where it was like giving a middle finger to everybody all the haters, right? Giving a middle finger to the haters. I love that one. That was my favorite. And here is the next one, and I'm like, I don't know. Like, is this one my favorite? Can I have two favorites? Can I hit the like button on this one? This premiered March 14, 2024, has 2,339,025 views. Was 24, now I'm 25. In Mexico, this is at the Pepsi Center concert. Yeah, I don't know much about it. I liked in the beginning it said, I've been invaded by the need to stay inside this cage. Day after day I'm hurting, but I choose to stay this way. Those are some pretty deep lyrics, and I'm just wondering, where do they come from? Where does this energy, this darkness come from? And I see it in Daniela's eyes sometimes, where there's like a darkness there. And like, is it a real darkness? Like, I want to know the story of these girls. That's all I have to say about that. This has been super energetic, and it's 2 minutes in. We have 59 seconds left. Let's just see how it plays out, because this is rocking.
And that's how you call a dream.
A lot of emotion there.
Colliding every time. That chaos drives me wild like an animal. Just wanna breathe. Maybe I'm on the victim of what I feel. How you call a dream. Colliding every time. That chaos drives me wild like an animal. And it's how you call a dream.
Okay, that was a quick minute, let me tell you. Yeah, so these words, like, let me just rewind it a bit here. Throw it on her, actually. Because she really stood out for me in this song. And, like, these words, give me something to believe, in this hell you call a dream, colliding every time the chaos drives me. Yeah, can you relate to that? Like, it's so... you guys probably don't know this, but I'm a recovering addict. I've shared about this in the earlier stages of my channel. People like my friends, my peers in recovery, they talk about how the chaos is familiar. For so many of us, we struggle with success because it's like we've been a failure our whole life. You know, we've always had adversity. We've always you know, been going against the grain, trying to do things our way and not working out. And so like the chaos drives me. To me, like I can relate to that. You know, like it's like I can't just have it easy. I always have to be, you know, doing two things and failing at one. For some reason, I don't know. I'm many years into my recovery, and I'm doing so much better today than I was, you know, in the beginning. I'm coming up on 2 decades of sobriety, and like it's such a gift, you know. It's a gift for me to have this new direction in my life and to have this new journey, you know, and like I've heard people say so many times that like they didn't get their life back, they were given a life better than the first drug that they did. It's even better than the day before I used for the first time. I have this new this new direction, this new lease on life, this like I'm realizing dreams that I never even knew I had, you know. Like so many things in my life I've gotten. I got sober. I got a job where the boss didn't want to fire me, he wanted to promote me. I got a Harley and another Harley and a third Harley, and I've had like 6 pickup trucks, and this is my second house. I got married. I got kids that, you know, look up to me. I have this YouTube channel, and it seems to be very successful. And like, and people share with me, you know, like they. I just had a friend yesterday say that they really like me, and I was so shy to tell her that I really like her, because I was afraid of, you know, like getting vulnerable and having her go, oh, okay, and then walk away. You know, I don't like that feeling, right? But she's like, hey, she's one of my wife's best friends, and like every time she's in a room, I gravitate towards her, and like I have connections like that in my life. One of her best friends stood in our wedding. He stood on my side, met the groom's side, and has become a really good friend of mine. We hang out, and like I'm just trying to relate to the lyrics. You know, I was so used to the chaos, and it's even still today it's familiar. But my life is not chaotic today. My life is it's mature, and it's I have a direction, and I can see where I'm going, you know, and it's just such a beautiful thing. This is so crazy. I did not expect for my Case of the Mondays to talk about my recovery life, but it did. It happened. I got energy. I got emotions, and I feel from these girls. I feel from all of them, and on this particular song, I felt from every single one of them in a different way, but I felt from all of them. There was not one that was stood out from the rest, you know. Well, maybe Daniela, you know, and her lyrics, her singing, the guitar was great. I loved it. Anyway, the Warning Army, you guys rock, okay? You guys steal the show every video I do. Appreciate the comments. I cannot keep up. I can't. I'm trying. And here, I've done it to myself. I've done The Warning song out of turn on Monday. So I'm going to have a real hard time keeping up this week. But thank you for the support. I appreciate it. Thank you for the direction, for the suggestions, for the information, you know, for the love. I'm feeling it. And for the suggestion on what to call my Friday night show. So far, it's Noche de Fuego. I love it, honestly. But I'm thinking that I'm going to use a suggestion as my Friday show name. And I'll just keep, you know, Noche de Fuego on there. Kind of like as like a tagline. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm leaning towards. That's what I'm leaning towards. Anyway, this has been Case of the Mondays. If you're checking out the show for the first time, because it's Case of the Mondays, if you've never heard the warning before, because you come back for Case of the Mondays every week, you know, these girls have got a lot of rockers of shows, of songs. You got to check them out. Evolve, so many good ones. Z, thank you all for letting me know that I should just redo it. I did Z, and for whatever reason, it didn't record. And I was like, shoot. If I go and do it again, I don't want you guys to think that I pre-watch my videos before recording. I don't do that. If something happens and there was like a technical error and I have to do a second first reaction, I will mention it in the description and in the title, so you know. I'm not into doing that. I don't even like reading on the song ahead of time, because I'm afraid that it's gonna change my genuine reaction. But you guys want me to do that, so I'm trying. If you're catching Case of the Mondays for the first time, if you go into my catalog on Case of the Mondays on my channel, it's a playlist, you will find high energy music. Some of the music I've never heard before, like this one. And I have to ask myself, is it going to work? Is it going to be high energy? And there's been one, I think, where it didn't work out, but most of the time it doesn't fail. Okay? So, like, go back and check. If you guys like high energy, I'm going to give you a spoiler alert. There's some AC/DC in there. All right? I was afraid it wasn't going to get past the copyright, but it did. And a big one is the Big Push. They are a trio. Excuse me. They're a trio or a foursome, depending. They're most of the time they're busking, and they're so awesome. They do covers of the Rolling Stones like I've never heard before. So something to check out. So just check out the catalog. There's so many different playlists, okay? If this is not your thing, check something else out. No big deal. One more thing. I'm approaching 5,000 subs. That's ridiculous. And you guys are a big part of it, and I just wanted to send out a huge thank you. I'm feeling super humble and honored to, be in your presence, to get your input, to have your energy my way. I love it. It's really making my channel kind of have this new life, and I love it. So that's it. I'm going to end this here. I've got things to do, people to see. It's a pre-record for Monday. This is Mother's Day, so a happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. You guys rock. Thank you to my mom for always being there for me and showing me the love, and also showing me how to smile and have a good time. That's such a blessing to have, growing up, is to have a mom that takes the time to, to dance in the hallway when your music is on, or to shed a joke, when times are tough, or to try and protect you when you she thinks that I'm not gonna be able to handle something, like just always being there for me, and I appreciate that. So much love and respect to all the moms out there. We love you, and see you guys next week on another Case of the Mondays. Peace.